Hey there. I'm about to actually watch Hellbent from Vinegar Syndrome. It's one of the limited editions that they did along with Whorehouse on Highway 5. Both which I have, and I gotta say I recommend. I watched Whorehouse on Highway 5, but don't quite remember Hellbent, but I'm gonna recommend it anyway, just based on the craziness of Whorehouse on Highway 5. Anyway, what we're talking about tonight is Vinegar Syndrome, and my plans for the near future. At least the next few months, I have some exciting things to tell you guys, and I'll be right Hey there. So I was just looking at Helmet, and I hadn't noticed that there was a alternate cover. I guess I really should have, since I've had this for a while now. But for anybody that doesn't have it or hasn't picked it up yet, there you go. There's the alternate cover. It's actually pretty cool looking, I gotta say. Very, very different from this one right here, and I'm really not quite sure which one I'm gonna go with. Kind of wish this was a slip one, where kind of like Psycho Cop 2, we can have the old exploitation cover, Psycho Cop Returns, and the new snazzy cover, which does look really good. Now, yesterday I sat down with my better half and we watched Psycho Cop Returns. Vinegar Syndrome is not always the type that I put on for my better half. Well, for certain ones. I'm not, obviously, there's certain like the adult type ones that we don't always watch, but that I watch, but she doesn't always watch all of them. Have to make sure, like, first, for instance, there's no animal things in there. Luckily, there's not a lot in the Vinegar Syndrome stuff. The most I've ever seen so far is, like, really just some cats being tossed during Sweet Sugar, and I don't think they were really harmed. Now, we had a blast watching Psycho Cop Returns. I cannot recommend that movie enough. Actually, it's really, really cool. It's very funny. The guy who's actually plays Joe Vance, the refrigerator guy in The Office. The series, yeah, TV series The Office, the American one. He's Psycho Cop, which was kind of cool. Julie Strain is in it. Barbara Niven, actually, she was married to David Niven's son, David Niven Jr. is in is like one of the leads in the film, and overall the acting's pretty kind of like tongue in cheek, kind of over the top. But you can tell they're having a blast with the movie. It's directed by Adam Rifkin. I'm not going to do a full review on it here. I just want to just give a quick overview of it. I really did enjoy the film. I watched the features as well. Those were also really good. After that, I wanted more. My better half was on her way to bed, and I knew I wanted to watch some more. So I got Sweet Sugar yesterday as well. So I sat down, put it in the PS4, and started watching that. And again, I had a blast. It just was cheesy, and just the exploitation was just perfect, and it didn't go. My hair's all wonky tonight. It didn't go kind of over the top, like well, it didn't go. It went way over the top, but in the ways that I wanted it to, and it got exploitation in the good ways, without going like too far, or just too, it didn't go to the uncomfortable part. It was a really fun film, as you can see. Smokey is like photobombing in the background. Still finished it. Since we have had gone a bit early, I wanted to watch something else, and I said, "Well, I got The Undertaker from Vinegar Syndrome, the limited edition that came out, the Joe Spinell film." Spinell, we got that right. I sat down and I watched that right afterwards. I really, really enjoyed it. And if I wouldn't have been so tired last night, I probably would have watched Hellbent as well. So that's my viewing for tonight. But if you didn't see me on here as much, the internet's a lot slower, so a lot of the videos that I make recently have been a lot shorter than the videos that I normally make. And the way I'm going to kind of try to do it for now is I'm going to make shorter videos, or at least make videos later in the night, or make videos in the day and then post them in the night. Though I do find the lighting is a little bit better here with the lamp right now, anyway, for at night than it is in the daytime, especially if it's overcast or anything like that. It just kind of drags it down a bit. I tried like having the window shades open when I made my last video, and I did find it did look a little dark during the Vinegar Syndrome one. So hopefully this one's not going to come off as dark. I do think that I got the lighting right here, so that's always good. So what's my plans? Every month for the rest of this year, hopefully, inshallah, what I plan on doing is I'm pretty much, you're not going to see a lot of like flea market hauls, that type of thing from me. Like I'm getting some decent stuff from there, but I want to focus on like the real collector stuff. If you guys have seen my Instagram or looked at any like my collection recently, you know I've got a lot of stuff there, and got to catch up on watching some of it as well. But I want to keep collecting stuff that I really, really want. That stuff that really gives me joy and really makes me happy. I do have a order coming from the Screen Factory sale, and we'll get into that one. And I'm also going to be doing certain like defense videos in defense of films that may not be so popular that I enjoy, or for some reason I find that there's that people have been a little bit too hard on them, or just I want to play devil's advocate and defend them. I'll be doing some of those as well, and hopefully you'll enjoy those. But what I plan on doing is I'll be ordering from Vinegar Syndrome, their own site, at least once a month. Hopefully a good month twice, type of thing, or at least get a decent order. It doesn't have to be a big order. Could be like could be 2 or 3 movies. Could be 4. Could just hit that limit where it gets free shipping, and so at least once a month I'll be looking towards getting Vinegar Syndrome and really beefing up my collection of what's out there. I've already got my Scream Factory order for this month, and I did get 2 Vinegar Syndromes, so I don't think I'm going to be ordering anything this month. It's already mid-month already, though there is a limited edition of My Chauffeur that was just popped up on the Vinegar Syndrome website, and I'm not going to lie to you, My Chauffeur is a favorite movie of mine with Deborah Foreman, so that's high on my list of things to get, and definitely will be in the next order that I pick up. So if you haven't seen it, it's got a really, really sexy slipcover. I love the Vinegar Syndrome slipcovers. I find like they're kind of like thicker. They got like a sturdy cardstock on there, and there is one other thing that I did want to say. So you're going to see a lot of Vinegar Syndrome kind of like coming onto my channel very, very soon. Like over the next few months, you're going to see my Vinegar Syndrome collection grow. Hopefully, everything work well, like financially wise and all that, like exponentially. I'm gonna, even if it's only 2 a month or something like that, or 2 or 3 a month, it's like that adds up over time. And hopefully by the end of the year, I'll have quite a collection of the Vinegar Syndrome titles. Of course, November is going to be the big time, because that's when their Black Friday sale is going to come out. And I'm not going to lie, I'm looking extremely forward towards that sale, because depending on what I want to get for Christmas or something like that, the Vinegar Syndrome package, the subscription package, might be something that I might want to look at between, like, I better half my mom type thing. Because that way that I know I'm getting the Vinegar Syndromes once a month, at least for the next 6 months during the time. So we'll look into that when it comes. But again, I'm very excited about it, and there's one other thing that I have to say. So I'll be right back. I recently got a comment from a YouTuber on there by the name of Movie Game Guy 91. Now, if you have not checked out his videos, I strongly suggest you do. He is criminally underrated, and sadly does not have enough of a subscription base. He needs a higher subscription base for sure. And if you're interested in checking out the Vinegar Syndrome Archive, the store that they launched, because they launched a brick and mortar type of store which has some amazing stuff in it. He did a video uh, showing off the store, and I watched it last night. Was fantastic, and the excitement in his voice as he was in the store was what really sold me on more like on not just on the store, but on like just how awesome I found this channel. Because you when I talk about film and I get excited and I ramble sometimes and I get talk passionately about it, and I could hear that excitement in his voice. Uh, the guy is definitely the real deal. He really does like these movies. He's not like just coming on and showing this movies that he's got type of thing. He's really likes these movies, and it really shows. His girlfriend's on it with him, and as is his best friend, I think as well. I do recommend. I will put the link to that video actually down into the into this video here. So definitely check him out. He's a really cool YouTuber, and he's got a lot of the same tastes as I do. And he's actually got to go to the archive store. I actually want to make a trip to Connecticut just to go to that store. So you never know. Hopefully sometime in the future. But for right now, guys, I have to go watch Hellbent. So that means gotta go boil the kettle, get in my reclining chair there, turn on my PS4, and enjoy some more Vinegar Syndrome, which I hope you guys are doing as well. If you're in the not in Canada or the United States and you're wondering about getting some Vinegar Syndrome titles, I should let you know that a lot of these, research them, but most of the ones that I've come across, especially stuff like this here, has been pretty much region free. It's been region A, B, and C. So a lot of their stuff is definitely region free, and you're getting like really cool like alternate art like this, and films you can't get anywhere else. Exploitation films with a Criterion level of like care. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I am Aaron. I am Professor Pin. This has been it's been an amazing day. My youngest is going to be 17 tomorrow, and I'm missing kitties tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Get yourself some Vinegar Syndrome. And happy birthday, Wes. I love you. It's time for tea.